key for both these players. Well played there, and it's a boundary. It was slightly short, just sitting up there, and Ravindra was in wonderful position to hit that.
Not where Mahmudullah Riyad intended to bowl this time. Was a lot shorter for the left-hander, who rocked back and punched it towards the cover region for a boundary. A welcome boundary indeed for Rachin Ravindra and New Zealand. They needed that badly. Mahmudullah Riyad not happy at all. What a ball! What a ball again from Mahmudullah Riyad. Just destroying the castle this time for the left-hander. Just after hitting a boundary, once again Mahmudullah Riyad and Bangladesh brings up a wicket.
Again a poor shot. I was just complimenting Ravindra for whipping these stump deliveries onto the leg side. This one just playing on top of it, all over it, and missing out. Was probably not expecting this well-flighted delivery right in the block hole. Played across the line and paid the penalty.
Probably he should have used his feet rather than rooted at the crease. Rachin Ravindra will be disappointed after his runner ball. 20, New Zealand 58 for 4. Wickets kept tumbling for New Zealand. Bangladesh managed to come back really well. They are now struggling on 58 for 4 inside 10 overs. There you have got two new batsmen at the crease. Henry Nicholls joins skipper Tom Latham. They've got a job in the hand now.
Come boys. Keep working hard boys, keep working hard boys.
Average nothing to talk about, 7.17, strike rate of 75.44. Still really need to improve those stats. Henry Nicholls. Will be a tough period for the Kiwis.
Again they've dug themselves into a hole. We were just complimenting them, but this is poor batting. He was looking good till that harakiri movement, just played all over it. They scored a boundary before that delivery. Very clever bowling by Mahmudullah, just tossing this up nicely. Probably Rachit Ravindra's eyes lit up, thought that here is an easy flick to the onside, played all over it. And Mahmudullah Riyad has got so much experience. This is his 100th appearance. He knows how to tempt a batsman. He's not in the mold of Shakib or Nusum. He has to give that false sense of security to the batsman to pick up a wicket. The end of 10 overs is 60 for 4.
Ten overs completed, going at 6 runs per over. New Zealand off to a promising start, but things have turned around due to some batsmen who could have avoided some of the strokes they attempted and paid the price. But he's the man, Tom Latham, the hero for New Zealand from the last game, who held it together, and he's got that onerous task of doing the same also in this game. Good afternoon, Tino.
Good afternoon, Shamim. Started off well for New Zealand this afternoon, being asked to Tiding to bat first. Fortunately, last few overs hasn't quite gone their way.
Oh yes, yes.
more
Mehdi, good ball.
bold the attack.
Shabash, shabash,
Now
Mehdi,
they
shabash,
were a
Mehdi.
little circumspect as a bowling unit when the openers got off to a decent enough start with a couple of big hits. Now just feeling that the batters are under a better pressure, allowing the bowlers to try the different varieties. That could have been put away, just a single resulting.
And the reason why they're allowing the bowlers to do that is because they've lost so many wickets in such a quick time. Did really well the other night, did Tom Latham. All through the innings and almost got his team across the line. Career best.
Yes, Mehdi.
49 balls.
Great ball, Goga, great ball.
Just wonder. Came in 3 that evening and batted through the innings, led the side well. Just wonder why today dropped a couple down to number 5.
Oh, check the shot! Straight back to the bowler! That was on the card, just the pressure building, the big wicket of the skipper, Tom Latham. Went down the wicket, the bowler saw him coming, dropped it short. All he could do is check his intention of attack and played straight back to the bowler.
Wow, just singing his praises from the other night. Shamim dances down the wicket and just closing the face on that ball. Probably would have served himself better to try and go back up the ground. But Mehdi Hassan and Nurul Hassan will not mind at all. Another wicket falls for New Zealand. The N4 man, Tom Latham, goes for 5. New Zealand now 62 for 5.
Lot of trouble for New Zealand, losing wickets at regular intervals. In comes Tom Blundell, just into his 6th match, and he'll be under a whole lot of pressure as they've just lost their skipper, the man who almost took them to a victory in the previous game. Scenario completely different. 2 new batsmen virtually in the middle. He's in the middle because of this.
Well, their intention is good, but that ball probably just holding the surface a little bit. Tom Latham just manages to present a pretty simple catch. Back to the bowler. 11 gone, 62 for 5.
Tom Latham winning the toss, deciding to bat on what looked like a decent enough wicket. This is the same wicket that they played the first T20 International, but they've been losing wickets at regular intervals. Shakib Al Hasan went for a few runs in his first over, 9 of them. Oh, is the man to make a comeback. Has played away very nicely, just using the depth of the crease, but there is some protection from Saifuddin. Just that point, you talked about the intention of Latham, but I just felt that he exposed his intentions a little too early, allowing the bowler to just shorten the length, and thus he was in virtually no man's land.
Oh yeah.
Looking to play that that's long on through the onside, and I think we've seen this several times today, Shamim. England batters getting themselves to the pitch of the ball, but not playing with the turn, even though there's not all that much today. Just the little bit of holding that it's doing on the surface is creating problems for them. Much rather see them try and play with the turn as much as possible. A few times they've just closed the face of the bat on the ball.
Boy, yes, boy, yes,
Again uses
boy.
heat into the deep for a single. Bangladesh celebrating, observing the 100th birth anniversary of the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. And all respects to the great leader. Most an arm ball getting the inside part of the bat. Of course, in addition to those celebrations, Bangladesh also observing 50 years of independence. Golden Jubilee and lots more to come. Country going very strong in all aspects,
Sweep coming,
and
boy.
particularly
Hard to play
in
this
cricket.
wicket, come, boy.
going great guns. Absolute delight to be a part of it. Chopped it away, very close for comfort, that shot.
Yes,
Eventually
again.
getting enough back to get him a single. They've got to work out a partnership here.
They do. The big problem they've got is they've lost 5 wickets already. 4 to go, and after this there'll be 8 overs remaining.
Oh, yes, Akibel.
Trying to build a partnership, and then they'll have to try and accelerate later. 12 gone, 67 for 5.
The run rate isn't too bad, 5.58, much better than what they've achieved in the previous 2 games. It's just the wickets. They're virtually into the middle low order, and I assume Blundell and Nichols would be the two that would be looking to take them to a total from where their bowlers can expect to defend. It's not going to be easy. Mohammad Saifuddin has been a revelation in the fact that he's bowled his cutters wonderfully well. We talk about Mustafizur Rahman being the cutter master, but today with his 2 cutters he's taken the 2 leg befores that mattered for early breakthroughs.
Oh, a better throw might have presented a run-out opportunity. Blundell looked like he was maybe going to be short of his ground. Bit of hesitation between the 2. A much better throw. It certainly would have put him under a bit more pressure from Liton Das. Just talking about Mohammad Saifuddin and the cutters that he's bowled today. 2 wickets from him with the cutters. You look at Mustafizur Rahman has 1 wicket today. It's the cutter. There's 3 in the first T20 with 3 cutters. And there's another one that just misses the off stump. And the point I want to make is that there's been a difference between the New Zealand seamers who are not used to bowling in these kind of conditions. Saifuddin will know conditions better, lower and slower. Had a couple of good performances against Australia with the ball as well. And that's something that the young New Zealand seamers can pick up and learn from very quickly from these 2.
You can see how they've read the wicket so very well, realizing that it was pretty low and slow in the first game. Batsman was really confused, but intelligent on the part of Mohammad Saifuddin. Last one, 110 clicks. Short, and he rode that very nicely. Gonna get a couple of runs. They'll have to scamper. Throws in from Mafit. Well, they need the runs. Mohammad Saifuddin, just have a look at the 2 wickets that he's garnered today. Well, the mean look, that check back in, and no doubt in the mind of the umpire. And this one was going tad down the leg side. Immediate response from Mustafizur Rahman. Though they went for the reviews, didn't work, and the skipper realizing that Saifuddin had done a good job. was looking rather threatening at that point in time, the New Zealand batters. Since then, the whole scenario has changed. Dug a hole for themselves. Wickets at 16, 47, 47, 59 and 63. But look at the projected score. If they go at current rate, they only reach 112. Need to go at least 7 and 8 runs per over from now on if they're going to put up a substantial total. Not timing it. Again, that slowness off the wicket, 116 clicks, does not allow the batsmen to free their arms and get the timing right.
Ball to go. 13th over. 5.61 the current run rate. They carry on with that, it'll take them to 112. They won't be happy with that. 122 at 7 and over, 136 at 9. Certainly be over the moon if they can manage to get it to 122. I feel they've got something to bowl at. 13 overs gone, 73 for 5.
That's definitely not Manhattan. More like blocks in this part of the world. And see that maiden wicket, that turned things around. Few early overs which were good, but then a couple of wickets in the 7th, and then 10th and 11th. It has been something that the Bangladeshi bowlers can be proud of, realizing that the New Zealand batsmen were in a different frame of mind at the start of the innings. They showed a bit of mettle, taking the balls to the boundary early on, but they've done a good job in coming back. Watch out for the arm ball. So very clever, Shakib Al Hasan, particularly to the right-hander. He just angles the ball back in, and then he has one to turn away, but that's well negotiated.
He's waited for this one nicely. He's had to, because he's just tossed it up a little bit extra. Shakib Al Hasan. There you have it. Just the pause at that last moment, which then allowed him to open the face and hit it through the gap in that offside field. Long on the deep mid wicket and a deep backward square leg on the onside for
100% sure, bhai.
left-hander.
Sweep is coming, boy.
Goes forward, and once again is coming back forward too early. Shakib Al Hasan, aware of that fact. Yes, he did exactly that. Slowed it down, almost got him trapped.
100% sure, bhai. Sweep coming.
Clever bowling. Took a one, easier for the batsman to put bat on ball, played in the deep. Couple of simple round, Mehdi Hasan collects. Well, Bangladesh spinners in the last 5 years have been very successful. This is the best place to bowl at, particularly the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium in Mirpur. Very conducive to spinners, 119 wickets. Enjoying that. The sweep employed, but only a single, the result.
Spinners certainly enjoy bowling here at Sher-e-Bangla and Bangladesh as a whole. 20 matches over the last 5 years and 119 wickets. In the air, and that almost became 120. 14 overs gone, 77 for 5.
I understand there's a little bit of rain in the air, a little bit of a drizzle. I hope it does not affect the play in the middle. 6 more overs to go in this New Zealand innings. Mohammad Riyad, as usual, Captain Cool, marshalling his troops so very well. He's done that so efficiently in the recent past. Has resulted in a lot of wins for Bangladesh. The record number of wins in a calendar year. Mustafizur Rahman, well, man who can really make the ball talk. Supple wrists, can dish out the cutters with utmost ease. Replacing Mohammad Shaifuddin, who's also done pretty well with his cutters today. So it's just not the spinners, as we were mentioning in that graphic earlier. The pace bowlers also enjoying taking wickets here on this rather abrasive track. Inside part of the bat, quick run taken. Eventually, the fielder couldn't reach it.
Running between the wickets from New Zealand pair. I was worried to say good running between the wickets, because the way things are going up here, every time we say something about the batting, doesn't work out so well. Our luck at the moment, there'll probably be a run out in the next few deliveries, Shamim.
They don't want that. You don't want to put the mockers on them, Tina. Oh, down the leg side. He had an opportunity to swing it away. Once again, the sluggishness of the ball didn't get them to get bat on ball.
Now, if that had come out the surface, the normal pace, definitely would have been a much better position to put that ball away. The Bangladesh dugout, they must be pretty happy with proceedings so far.
Well, that relaxed look from Russell Domingo tells you all, doesn't it? Got his feet up, he's enjoying it. Otis Gibson, good support staff Bangladesh has. Oh, nice one. Another one that really confused the batter, looking very suspiciously at the track, but it's the ball that does the trick.
A lot slower as well, 113 and 4 clicks. Now, that's very difficult for anybody to hit. Change in the field. Captain Mandula moving from mid-wicket position. The offside. Backward point. Manu was at backward point. Aki Balasan going into more or less a third slip position.
It's just asking the batsman to go through the cow corner mid-on areas. And this is a rather loose delivery down the leg side. And just because the frame of mind they are in at the moment, even a freebie like that could not be put away. New Zealand batters have got their work cut out. Just the run rate slowly being clipped back. 5.39 now. They haven't had a boundary for a while. The pressure is building. And a man who can really make the ball talk is at the other end. So makes it compounds the difficulty, compounds the problem, compounds the pressure. There you go, trying to ramp it. It's gone over and it's been given as a wide.
And this one a lot shorter from Mustafizur Rahman. What he would have been trying to do is get the bouncer in there just to close up the over. I'm just getting a little bit more bounce than he probably would have liked. That's clearly a wide delivery.
The signal by the square leg umpire. I like the reaction of Nurul Hassan trying to preempt the umpire from calling it wide, tending to be close to the bat. That's short. There have been three rather loose deliveries on the trot from Mustafizur Rahman, but unfortunately from the New Zealand perspective, they have not been able to take full toll of them.
Change room looking pretty relaxed at the moment. I hope that these two can get the majority of these remaining overs. 5 after this one. They'll try and get New Zealand as close to 120 mark as possible.
Tucking away, goes quickly for the first one, quarter of a second, but good work in the deep, just restricting them to a single. 15 overs of the New Zealand innings have been completed. They are now 82 for 5.
They've really struggled apart from the first three batsmen now into the double figures. I thought Finn Allen was looking good, 15 quick, 15 of just 10, 20 odd from Ravindra, and Young also picking up 20 and 20 deliveries, both these batsmen, but nobody going on to convert the starts in a big one. That's the reason they are in this position. 92 for 5 after the end of the 15th over. They really have to get someone, hit some boundaries here. Otherwise, it's again going to be a low total for Bangladesh to chase. Shakib. They won the second one, it's not there. Well, he has a lot of variety. Have a look at the release on the left side. That's the normal release. And then the Chinaman, or the rolling the fingers over the wrist. Beautiful. I haven't seen that before. Have you, Mazhar? Good evening.
Good evening, Atabhai. They're looking for a couple here. They'll settle for one. To be honest, I haven't seen at all Shakib Al Hasan trying that delivery. I told you before, he's trying something new in the series.
The left arm wrist spin. That is beautiful. Oh yes, there's something refreshing to see from Shakib Al Hasan, trying to develop a different kind of variety. And once he gets a good control of it, then it'll be a serious threat, I can tell you that. Absolutely brilliant from Shakib Al Hasan. And that's what he does on the left of the screen. On the right, first time is rolled his wrist over. Brilliant. Very nice. Left arm wrist spin. He hasn't picked up a wicket yet. None for 21. But New Zealand will be disappointed with the kind of start we saw the first three batsmen getting in, then getting out.
Definitely, after the way Finn Allen started, Rachin Ravindra as well, Will Young, all the batsmen got the starts just when they needed to convert those starts into a bigger one to build up a partnership, and someone from top three has to go till the end. But unfortunately for New Zealand, things hasn't gone their way so far. Once again, Shakib Al Hasan bowling at the right length.
Gone for singles in each of his deliveries in this over. Good partnership, 25 of 31.
Tough for this wicket, boy.
2 for 29 with second T20 international. Again, a single to finish the over. So 6 runs in that over. 88 for 5. Mustafizur Rahman has stood out. He's just given away 5 runs, picked up a wicket at the very first ball that he bowled in this innings. He's only bowled 2 overs. Mohammad Saifuddin. It's been 40 balls since the last boundary. That's how well the Bangladeshi bowlers have bowled. And it's not only about looking to hit boundaries, but also the matter of question whether you'll be able to pick up or rather runs. This is the first wicket. Ben Allen chipping one at mid-on. Will Young getting trapped in front. On the ground home. Took the review. Went in favour of the bowler. And Rachinda Ravindra playing all over it. Lovely delivery. Tom Latham was the last one, and I'm very surprised to see him at that number 5. He's heaved that onto the onside. They should come back for the second. They do, because we know what he did with the bat in this last match. Kere best score of 60 at number 3 runs.
Undoubtedly, Saifuddin so far bowled really well, picked up 2 wickets, giving away 14 runs, and he picked up those 2 wickets in 1 over from those slower deliveries. And rightly so, Atabai. When your batsman is scoring runs, you need to give him as many balls as possible. Trying to innovate this time. Nothing happened. Another slower one from Mohammad Saifuddin.
And he batted right till the very end, Tom Latham. Coming at number 3, unbeaten on 65, nearly took his side home. Very surprised not to see him bat at number 3 in this match. He's trying to be a little bit cheeky. Hardly gets the bat onto the ball. Again, the cutter rolling his fingers over. He's been very good with the slower deliveries. Right on the money.
Very good bowling from Mohammad Saifuddin. Both third man and fine leg up at the circle. He's just mixing his pace a lot more today, and this time it was a quicker one. Henry Nicholls had no clue whatsoever. It was too quick for the batsman. He was tangled through.
Yeah, Bangladesh scored 24 in the last 2 overs in their innings in the last T20 international. So they need to find someone who can go and play some big shots. That could have easily gone on to hit the stumps. The idea was on. Okay, because he went down the wicket and went with the cutter coming back into the right-hander. But he just completely misses it.
Pressure is mounting undoubtedly on these 2 batsmen. Someone from these 2 needs to play a big shot, if not both of them. They need to really step up the gas. Took the total around somewhere near 130, 140 mark.
That's a good shot. That is a very good shot. This should get him a boundary. It does. That is a cracking shot. It's the length. So low full toss, put away. Very nicely. Go to finish the over. 95 for 5. 3 more overs to be bowled. He's got an option of Nasu Muhammad, who's bowled 2. Mustafizur, they've got 2 of him. Mahmudullah marshalling his field. Last ball of the last over. It's a low filter, but you still have to put it away.
That's very powerfully struck. Looks to be a very powerful man indeed. Was played on the full. Saifuddin looking very disappointed after the way he bowled the entire over.
The Mustafiz will bowl the 18th over and he'll finish off bowling the last over. He's been unplayable. He's just given away 5 runs. 1 for 5 in 2 overs that he has bowled so far. They need to run hard, only a single there. And now what are the options? Where can they pick up a boundary here, Mazhar? If you were a batsman, where would be targeting? Which areas? Come back to that after a while. He's been very good at that. Between 1 and 6, he's picked up 20. But have a look at between 16 and 20. He's picked up 37 wickets. Incredible. And his average is very, very good. Economy just under 8 runs in over. That's throughout. But very impressive in the death. At the death.
Cool toss, but this time the batsman couldn't utilize the opportunity, and rightly so. By someone like Mustafizur, if you look at those stats, not easy to hit him away, especially in the death overs. The way he used those cutters and slowers, and at the same time it's the length that the batsmen need to adjust a lot more than the ball with the new ball. The cutter coming into the left-hander, as a batsman I would preferably wait for the ball and try to hit that towards the cow corner region if the ball is up there.
Well, that's what I want to see, because those 2 fielders are inside the circle in front of him on the offside. So there is an option if he gets an opportunity to free his hands. That's a very good shot, and picks up a boundary, and also picks up the 100 for New Zealand.
Henry Nicholls got ample time to play that shot. He knew the fielder of mid-on right at the circle, just held on to it. Good swing of the bat as well. They need more of those, New Zealand, to put up a good total today. The second 50 comes from 57 balls.
But they want the second one. They're running hard. It's good running in the end. Boundary and then couple runs, so this can turn out to be a good over for them. I think that the reason for him to play that shot, or the boundary that came in just 2 balls back, you can see the width of it so much wide from Mustafizur, just allowing the batsman to just hit it over the top on the offside. Another very good shot. This is a lovely shot. Beautiful piece of timing. 4 more.
That's very good batting from Henry Nicholls. Waited for it till the last moment. As I mentioned before, the cutters for the left-hander will come into the batsman. Just waited for it and played it down the ground as straight as he could. Very good batting indeed from Henry Nicholls.
And that's powerfully hit, because there is a man at long on, so he had no chance whatsoever to stop that one. He's picked up 2 boundaries in this over. One on the offside, one on the onside. What is he going to do with the last ball? 12 already in this over. It's again a short and wide, but this time he finds the fielder in the deep. It'll only be a single, but nevertheless a very good over for New Zealand. 13 coming in that over. 108 for 5. Yeah, the biggest over is the previous one. 13 runs in that over. And they can get 10 from here on, maybe 12. There is an opportunity for them to score 130 or above. The last couple of overs, we need to count for both these batsmen and the Black Caps. He's played some very good shots. He's raced on to 30 of just 26 deliveries now, Henry Nicholls. Mohammad Saifuddin. He's got away with that. Wide short.
You will see a lot of slowers and cutters from Mohammad Saifuddin, especially in this part of the innings, where the batsman will like to go on to the bowler. He will use his variation, use the pace, try to bowl as many slowers as he can, force the batsman to make the mistake. This series so far, Mohammad Saifuddin picked up 2 wickets in the first game, remained wicketless in the second, and now again came back well, picking up 2 wickets.
Well, he tried to go right across the stumps, knowing that he wanted to put that away, because the reason for him to do that is there are 2 fielders behind him at short third and short fine inside the circle. So if he does get somehow back to the ball, it's a boundary. Misses it.
It was also a very slow ball from Mohammad Saifuddin. I'm not sure if he even managed to hit that, whether it traveled to the fence or not. This time, this will travel to the fence. 1 bounce over the fence.
Yeah, with that boundary, 50 partnership comes in. Tom Vernon has put that away. It was short, and it sits up nicely. Still, you have to pick up the gap because there are 4 fielders on the onside. Make the 3 fielders protecting the boundaries. So it's a very good hit. The 50 comes up. The partnership 51 and 47 deliveries. It's a very good partnership. Just raising some hope for New Zealand. Wide it is.
Mohammad Saifuddin where he wanted, especially the previous one. Yet another cutter from the pacer, but this time it was too short for the batsman to play that shot.
That's well bowled in the block hole. Is he going to come back for the second? The throw needs to be at the keeper's end. It is. As they've gone upstairs, well, the batsman looks comfortably in. We'll just have to wait and see.
This has turned out to be a crucial partnership for New Zealand. Seems that Blundell confident enough to make it for the couple of runs. Both the batsmen are now all set to play those big shots. He was comfortably in. Probably Chauhan dislodged the bell again before grabbing. The ball.
Yeah, wouldn't have mattered because he's well in. Yeah, they picked up 12 boundaries so far in this innings of 114. The Black Caps, they haven't hit a 6 yet. Just waiting for the confirmation. It is not out. You just need some confirmation. Yep, there you go. Yeah, no sixes yet. Only once have New Zealand batted 20 overs in a T20 international without hitting a six. That was against South Africa at Lord's in 2009. Today could be the second time. Close, close, very close. In the end, not a bad ball.
In fact, a very productive delivery coming onto the death overs. Wide Yorkers are always handy, and the batsmen are eyeing to play those big shots and waiting for those balls for the umpire to signal a wide. Very good bowling from Mohammad Saifuddin.
A bit of a breeze picking up. Again, trying to bowl that Yorker, resulting in a low full toss. Bit of a fumble, but no damage done. Only a single, but not a bad over for the Black Caps. 9 in that over. 117 for 5. $117 for 5. A partnership of 55 and 51, taking New Zealand to 117 for 5. At one stage it looked that they might score a bit lesser than that, but this is turning out to be a very good partnership between Blundell and Nichols. Mustafiz will finish off with his last over. Starts with the boundary, just played inside of the line and then scooping it behind the fielder at short fine. It's a good start to the over. 121 now.
Started off with a loosener, Mustafizur Rahman. The batsman just played it through, just helped it towards the fine leg and managed to play that finer. He knew there was a fielder at short fine leg. So very good batting indeed from Blundell.
Yeah, clever batting, because the two fielders inside the circle are just right next to the keeper. One at short fine, one at short third, and there's also another one right next to the short third man. So there's ample space to work out behind the keeper. Now they decide to bring in that deep square leg fielder. Now is Mushfiqur Rahim is running, but there's another one coming at deep square. So there's deep fine leg, deep square leg. And the man has just come in at short mid-wicket. Trying to eye on the onside, gets a leading edge, it is dropped. I think it's Shakib Al Hasan. Pretty straightforward chance.
You don't see often Shakib Al Hasan dropping those catches. It was a little bit difficult. It was going away from the fielder. Shakib backpedaling. Should have catched that one. The standard that is set over the years. Shakib Al Hasan will be really disappointed to miss that one out.
He should have taken it. No excuses here. And resulting in a single, so Henry Nichols will be on strike. Already 5 in the first 2 deliveries. Score moves on to 122 for 5. Oh, it just gone through. We'll have to wait and see whether there was a bit of a bat or not. Doesn't matter, it's a boundary. And it is off the bat. That's 9 in the first 3 deliveries. The score moves on to 126. The last couple of overs is turning out to be a very good one for New Zealand.
From a batsman's point of view, he'll obviously going to take that one. But Mustafizur Rahman will be touch disappointed missing out on that one. It was a really good delivery though. But sometimes things won't go your way, even you bowl a good ball.
It's gone between the legs, inside edge. This time he's driven straight to the fielder. A score that they're better. Going deep in his crease. And then that inside edge going through the legs. Doesn't matter how it comes, as long as it comes. 10 already in this over. Partnership of 65. They're turning out to put up a challenging total here. Still 2 more legitimate delivery to be bowled in this over. That's well bowled. That is very well bowled. Given. And straight away, they've taken the review.
Very good comeback from Mustafizur Rahman. Looked pretty plump initially, but batsman had to go and had to review that. Been a very good bowling from Mustafizur after being struck for 10 runs in this over.
That's fine with that foot. Well, initially it hit his left leg and it just ricocheted off. There's a bit of a deflection there, and then down to the back leg. So we'll just have to wait and see whether it pitched in line and also goes on to hit the stumps. That's the first strike. Onto the pads. I'm more interested in pitching it in where has it pitched. Ooh, yep, it's outside leg, so he's fine. Just by that much.
Good review taken in the end. And he's coming back. He's already gone to the dressing room. He was not sure whether he was gone or not, even after taking the review. Yeah. Henry Nicholls probably saying, mate, one more ball to face, one more ball to go. Let's give a try. Go something over 130.
I didn't go out of the ground. He just stood his ground, but he's left and went close to the dugout. 10 already in this over. 127 for 5. If they get a boundary, 131 is what New Zealand will end up with. A 6 will get them 133. Yeah, it's a good recovery, very good recovery from the Black Caps. This partnership, they've got runs on the board. That's what it matters. And if they can sneak up a boundary here of the last ball of this over, then why not? Upish, yes, there's a fielder in the deep, so they will cut it off. It's only a single. It's 128. Very good over for New Zealand. 11 in that over. New Zealand ending up with 128 for 5. Not a bad score on the surface. He finishes up with 1 for 29. Remember, he started with a wicket maiden.
46 of the last 5 overs from New Zealand. It's been a wonderful comeback by the Kiwis. Since been struggling at the middle, both Henry Nicholls and Blundell remain unbeaten on 30s. Nicholls 36 of 29 and Blundell 30 of 30. The partnership, they have added 66 of 57 balls. Earlier it was Finn Allen added 15, and then Ravindra and Young scored 20 odd runs.
A very good partnership. Excellent partnership to ensure they have 128 for 5 on the board. Now, this is what the Bangladesh bowlers did. 1 for 27 for